Hello, welcome to the Flamingo Incognito. I am Jen. So since this is my first video, I thought I would just quickly give you a little overview of who I am, what I'm about, and what I plan on doing on this channel. I absolutely love flamingos. They're beautiful, they're elegant, and they can be silly, and I love them, if you couldn't tell. I also have a great love for costumes, and over the last few years have really gotten into making some, but I, I like to take a little detour, so I get a little creative sometimes. But right now, my business is called Flamingo Incognito. I do craft fairs, I do farmers markets, I set up and I try and sell my stuff. I'm sorry, I have a little octopus on here. I did not make him, okay? I bought him, but he's pink. It was as close as I could get. So this, though, I did make. This is my purse that I made, and I try to do unique themed purses, aprons, just different things. There are other things I want to try. We may try them on here because sometimes my head makes things more complicated than what they need to be. So I have been a crafter all my life. When I was 12, I got hooked on cross stitching. I still cross stitch, but I grew up watching my mother sew. So I'm familiar with the terminology. I'm familiar with how some things go together, but it's probably within the last few years that I just really dove into it. So I was having problems making some things, and I live a couple of states away from my mom. So calling her on the phone, her trying to explain stuff to me, it was hard because at the time we didn't have the video chat. Not every computer had a webcam on it. So she was trying to explain things to me. I'm trying to picture it in my head. It got difficult, but I was able to get through it because she made a comment about putting patterns together. She said it's like doing a puzzle, and it clicked. Everything just really clicked after that because I love puzzles. I really do love problem solving. And I mean, I think that's what a lot of crafting is. You're trying to put something together. How am I going to do this? Do I have the right stuff? Will this work instead? And that's where I come in. So I am the kind of person, I am not an expert on anything except how to do it wrong. So even if you just need a good laugh, even if you're not going to do the crafts on here, maybe follow along, you have a good chuckle or two. So I don't read instructions. I don't sit and like read line by line. I skim. I look over it real quick, get an idea of what I'm doing, toss the instructions, go right into the craft, because that's what I want to do. I want to get into the craft. That's not always the best way to go, and I'll be showing you why. So I am one of those people that if you can't set a good example, the least you can be is a horrible warning. Hello, I am your horrible warning. So I'm going to show you real quick something that my mother had taught me, and I pin just about everything like this. I do have a few things I don't. Excuse me. If you're working with shears, silks, you're not going to want to pin them this way. So typically, if you're familiar with pinning clothes, you're typically going to pin it like this with, well, okay. Again, how not, I'm trying to do this backwards to show you. Okay, so typically this is how you pin things, and then you pull the pin out as you go through and sew. I don't do it that way, at least not with, I work with a lot of cottons and stuff. So I pin them this way. And my mother had gotten into quilting, and I think this is where she got some of this from. And it makes a lot of things easier for me. It goes a little bit faster. So then when you stitch, you can just please pull these before you run over them with the sewing machine, because I have learned the hard way of what happens when the timing's not right and you run over your needle with the sewing needle. This is what happens. Or this one was fun. That was a fun one to get out of the sewing machine, out of the material. I have busted so many needles out of my machine that I keep quite a little stockpile just in case. You know, I break a needle and now I gotta go to the store. And if you're anything like me, you go to the store to get a needle, it's gonna cost you like, I don't know, $100 because you're not getting just the needle. You end up finding other things. And that's probably what's created a lot of problems of what I have in this room. This is my craft room. I have my sewing machine. There is a serger up there. I do plan on doing small projects that maybe we can do together, or if I do and I tell you don't do this, if it says don't do it, don't do it. But yeah, I am more of an expert of how not to do things, but also I love to have fun. So if you're new to crafting and you're not sure what kind of crafts you want to do, welcome. Maybe we'll find something. I have a lot of people who tell me, oh no, I'm not good at crafting. I don't buy that. I think just about everybody can craft. It's just finding what suits you, what sparks your interest. For me, cross stitching, I mean, man, I went, you couldn't get me to do anything else. I would draw and stuff from time to time, but cross stitching was always my go-to. But I do plan on doing some, just showing you, look, if you're going to do this, this is cool, this is what you need to watch out for. But then there may be other things that we could do together. I will definitely try my best to have links to the craft that I'm doing, if I happen to have one available. Some of these, they've been years that I all over Pinterest. There's stuff on Facebook. I mean, I save all kinds of reels. Some I just save the pictures and I try and figure it out from the picture. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do that. How hard can it be? Famous last words. But like I said, maybe you're new to crafting, you're trying to find something, or you've been crafting for a while and you want to see if there's, maybe there's another way to do things. I do have a few different takes on some things. So, but welcome. And I will try to keep my videos fairly short, but the longer ones will probably be the ones where we're going to craft together. We're going to do this. So I hope that you stay and see what all kinds of, I wouldn't really say mischief, but there will probably be, I will tell you, I have learned the hard way that if they suggest that you have somebody help you, that you have somebody help you. I have gotten myself into some predicaments when it comes to a lot of glue and string. I'll just leave that there for your imagination. I'm sure there's a couple projects you can think of in your head that require string, glue, and balloons. That's tricky. So yeah, but that's why I'm here. I am here to warn you about some of these things. Others, you may get to see them happen right here as we go through and do things. But please subscribe. So for now, I'm planning on at least once a month posting something. It may be more frequent. It just depends on what I'm doing and when, where I'm at up here and physically what's going on here. So, but yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, follow along. And if you want to see some of the stuff that I do make, I do sell, or where I'm going to be set up selling my stuff, I have a link to my Facebook page in my about info. So you will be able to find that there, and just go through that link to find me. It's the easiest way. All right. Well, I hope to see you coming back around, and we'll see you then.